So FIFA 17 is now out. Well, it is sort of out in early access, but I do have the full game, but I just can't quite play it yet until obviously we get to, you know, when everyone else can get it. So in that time of early access, I've been doing a live stream or two of the journey, which you guys really enjoyed yesterday. There is a link to it on my channel. It's like 3 hours long if you guys want to watch that. It's the whole part 1 of the journey. So today was supposed to be part 2 of the journey, but unfortunately on the early access, I got to the absolute maximum point you can get. The next stage after that is actually, you know, playing on the full game, because I've played all you can on the early access, so I can't go any further. So that's why today's video is different. It's not a stream. But if you guys want a FIFA 17 live stream tomorrow here on my YouTube channel, drop a like and a thumbs up down below. If this video gets like 3,000 likes or something like that before midnight tonight, I'll bring you guys like loads of FUT drafts or maybe more of the journey if I can try and crack it somehow tomorrow. But now in the meantime, we have the biggest position changes in FIFA 17. Okay, so that is players who are, you know, certain position in FIFA 16 and now a certain position in FIFA 17, a different one. Now this video is pretty interesting. When I found out a lot of this information, I actually did find it interesting, and it will help me or will change things in FIFA 17. If I want to build a certain team, I will not be able to have that player in that position anymore because he's got a new position. So shall I just crack on and get on with the 5 players who have the biggest position changes in FIFA 17? I think so. The first player is one of the best defenders in FIFA 16 and FIFA 17 as well. We have Maldini, who has now changed from a centre-back card to a left-back card. Now if you were lucky enough to be able to afford Maldini in FIFA 16 or maybe FIFA 15 or whatever, then you'll know he is a very good centre-back and one of the best centre-backs in the game. 86 pace, 95 defending, that is correct, and it's 80 physical, which is interesting stats, pretty good. But now he's changed to left-back, and will that change things for Maldini? And according to this, his strong foot is right-footed, okay, so now he's been changed for left-back. He's actually right-footed mainly. He has 4-star weak foot though, so his left foot is pretty good anyway. But I think this will change, you know, massively now, because if you are lucky enough to be able to afford legend players and stuff, Maldini probably would have been there for you, but now he's a left back. It does change things a little bit for all you legend guys and Xbox guys out there. So next up is an affordable one for you lot. Okay, Liverpool fans will love this guy. He's been an absolute dynamite since he's joined. We have Mane. This year he is now a right mid card. Previous year he was a centre forward card, so you could even add him as like a CDM, a centre mid, a centre attacking mid, a striker last year, but now you are restricted between right mid, right winger and right forward. Of course though, as he deserves, he has been given an upgrade in that position as well. Bit more pace, bit more dribbling, same shooting, same passing, same defending, and a little bit more physical as well. Now obviously I've got to include a few of these because, you know, not everyone can afford legends, and Mane probably, if you can afford him still, because he might be expensive at the start of the game, he'd actually be a really good asset in any Premier League team. Okay, with 92 pace on a right mid card, you know, people are going to want him in their team. I certainly would want him. Now it's time to move on to another player now, of course. Now obviously we are going to have a look at another one now, expensive, so you may not be able to afford him. We're going to do one expensive, one not expensive, one expensive, you know, mix it up a little bit. Next up we have Rijkaard, okay, and he's gone from a centre back to now a CDM, so you could even have him as a striker now these days if you wanted him to. Okay, so obviously last year very restricted centre back, very good centre back card as well if you could afford him. Like I say, you have got him there centre back, but now he is a CDM card. He has the same rating, he has the same pace, same shooting, his passing's been upgrading, his dribbling has stayed the same, his defending has stayed the same, and his physical has stayed the same as well. So the only thing that's changed is his passing. That is because he's been put in midfield. But yes, no longer centre backs. We've lost 2 centre backs this year, with previous ones. Okay, obviously forgetting all the new ones that have come in or whatever. We've lost Maldini to a left back, and we've lost Rijkaard to a CDM card. Now I know not everyone can afford him, and I know everyone doesn't have an Xbox to even think about having a legend, because there's a lot of PS4 guys out there, PS3 guys still even. But it's time to move on to another sort of affordable player, although this guy could be still expensive. We do have next up Payet. Now this guy was a centre attacking mid card last year, obviously fantastic player, fantastic season. He's been upgraded by 4, which is insane, and now he's a left mid card at 86 rated. What's interesting about this is his pace, his shooting stayed the same. How can his shooting stay the same, upgraded by 4? Passing's gone up, his dribbling's gone up, his defending's come down, his physical's come down. I mean, his stats need to go way up more for being +4 upgraded. His shooting he's got for a start, because, you know, free kicks and shooting and stuff, everyone knows he bangs. Look at him in the Euros, he's got a great striking in both feet. He's only got a 4-star weak foot as well. I reckon 5-star weak foot probably is deserved for him, because on his left peg, mate, like I say, he's still got bangers. But yes, this is a huge position change card. Now I don't know if it'll be affordable. I don't know if you know, an 86 rated left mid Premier League card will be cheap. I'll have to wait and see on that one. I'll wait until the market settles. But what I do know is if you're getting an upgrade of +4, you know, is that really fair? Like, do you know what I mean? He only gets like 1 stat or 2 stats upgraded. His shooting needs to go up, his pace probably needs to go up a little bit. I think that's a little bit harsh. I think his upgrades, you know, well deserved, but I think the next part of it, you know, is definitely definitely a bit unfair. You know, his shooting needs to go up and stuff. The final player of this episode is another one who is affordable. Okay, so no more legends, guys. We can chill out on that for a little bit. We have Walcott has gone from one side of the pitch to another side of the pitch. He has gone from a right mid card to a left mid card. Now, what comes with that? Okay, what's changed there? Okay, well, his rating stayed the same if you are pleased about that. But, you know, one of the pace, the big one, okay, going from like being like the quickest player in the game to now 93 pace is a big change. Walcott for years has been one of the quickest players in the game, you know, as well as like Aubameyang and stuff. But now it's dropped to an 83. I mean, lots of players can compete with that pace now. For example, Mane's only one pace off we've seen in this episode. His shooting stayed the same. His passing's actually come down. His dribbling's come down. His defending has actually gone up, and his physical has gone up as well. The 27-year-old has 3-star weak foot and 3-star skill moves. So obviously, you know, he still is a card you're going to want in your wings. You know, for the Premier League team, if he is cheap, he is a card you're going to want. His 93 pace is still decent, and it still can cause defenders problems. But the days of being a 96 pace player look like they're gone for Walcott. Unless he comes back this season and proves he's like the fastest player in the Premier League, I can't see his pace going up that high again. But anyway, guys, if you enjoyed this episode, make sure to drop a thumbs up and like down below. Subscribe for more FIFA 17 videos and live streams coming very shortly. Have a good weekend. Take it easy. Peace.